students, in today's class we are going to see about isomerism. Okay, this is the most important part of coordination compound lesson, isomerism. The 2 marks question may comes from this isomerism, and for competitive exam also this part is very important, isomerism. So what do you mean by isomerism? Isomers means the compounds, two or more compounds having same molecular formula but different physical and chemical properties are called isomers, and the whole phenomena is called isomerisms. Okay, so example is CuNH3 5Cl SO4, CuNH3 SO4Cl. These two compounds, both they have same molecular formula. Okay, here NH3 we have 5, NH3 5 we have, Cl we have Cl here SO4 we have SO4, cobalt. So that means here they have same molecular formula, but they have different physical and chemical properties due to the arrangement of the atoms, or here in this case ligands around the central metal atom. Due to the arrangement of ligands around the central metal atom, they shows different properties, physical properties and chemical properties are different. So what these are called isomers. What are they called? Isomers, and the whole phenomena is called isomerism. So these isomerisms are of two types: structural isomerism and stereo isomerism. So structural isomerism means the compounds, two or more compounds having same molecular formula but different structure, but they are different structure, they are called structural isomerism. Okay, and stereoisomerism means the compounds, coordination compounds having same structural formula, but the arrangement of differ in the spatial arrangement of atoms around the central atom. They are called stereoisomers, and the whole phenomena is called stereoisomerisms. Stereoisomerism means they will have same structural formula, okay, but the arrangement of spatial arrangement of atoms around the central metal atom, it is different. That is called stereoisomerism. We are going to see in details. Okay, so these are also two types: geometrical isomerism and optical isomerisms. Next, these structural isomerisms are of four types: ionization isomerism, linkage isomerism, hydrate or solvent isomerism, and coordination isomerism. So this is the chart about isomerism. We have two types: structural isomerism and stereoisomerism. Structural isomerisms are of four types and stereoisomerisms are of two types. One by one we are going to see in detail about these all types of isomerisms. Okay. So the first one is ionization isomerism. What do you mean by ionization isomerism? Two or more coordination compounds having same molecular formula but differ in giving different ions on hydration in water is called ionization isomers, and the whole phenomena is called ionization isomerism. Okay, so two coordination compounds, they are having same molecular formula here, okay, but differ in giving different ions on hydration in water. Means here, see here, this is CONH3 5Br SO4 we have here. So this SO4, it is outside the bracket, okay, and it is counter ion, it is ionizable in water. So in this solution, this complex, when we add into the water, okay, and it gives violet color solution. So this violet color solution, if we will add BaCl2, so it gives the positive test for this sulfate, white PPT will form. So this BaCl2, it reacts with this SO4 and gives what? BaSO4. BaSO4's white precipitate will form here. So, and in this, if you add AgNO3, silver nitrate, this is so this after adding silver nitrate, we will not get white PPT here. But if you add BaCl2, it gives the white PPT here. It means that the outside we have what? SO4. So it gives the positive test for this SO4 here, not for Br here. Not for what? Br, because Br inside inside the bracket here. And if you come here, CuNH3 5SO4. Now this here we have Br is outside and SO4 is inside here. So this is red color solution it is. In this red color solution, if we add AgNO3 solution, then we get the pale yellow PPT. It shows that here the counter ion is what here? Br here. And here the counter ion is what here? Sulfate here. So because here counter ion is Br, so it gives the test for AgNO3. It reacts with AgNO3 and here we will get AgBr's pale yellow PPT we will get here. But if we add in this BaCl2, it will not give the test white PPT. White PPT will not form here. If we add BaCl2, it means that here SO4 is inside and Br is outside, so it is giving pale yellow PPT. So here we are getting a different ions in the solutions. The molecular formula is same here, but when we add into the water, we are getting different ions. Here we are getting sulfate ions and here we are getting Br ions here. So such type of isomerism is called ionization isomerism. Ionization isomerism means the compounds having same molecular formula but differ in giving different ions on hydration in water. On hydration in water, they give different ions here. So just you have to exchange these ions here. That means it is a ionization isomerism. Okay. So next we have our linkage isomerism. What is linkage isomerism? Two or more compounds having same molecular formula but differing in the mode of linkage of the ambidentate ligand with the central metal atom or ion. Means here this type of linkage isomerism it takes place if our coordination compound has ambidentate ligand. This point keep in mind. Linkage isomerism it takes place if our coordination compound has a ambidentate ligand here. So it is these two coordination compounds having same molecular formula here. Okay, pentaamine nitrito here. Okay, and nitrito, and this is pentaamine nitrito O here. So they have same molecular formula Cl2 there here, but differing in the mode of linkage of ambidentate ligand with the central metal atom here. This nitrito, it has been bonded with the central metal atom with N, with what? N here. Okay, and in this case, this ONO, this nitrito, in this nitrito we have two donor atoms. One is oxygen, one is nitrogen. So here the oxygen is bonded with this central metal atom here. These are what? Ambidentate ligand here. Okay, so that's why they are called linkage isomerism. Linkage isomerism means the compounds having same molecular formula but the mode of linkage of ambidentate ligand with the central metal atom is differ here. Here N is donating the electron, N is bonded with the central metal atom here, and here oxygen is bonded with the central metal atom here. So it is called linkage isomerism. Okay, another see here example. This is cobalt H2O5 SCN. In this case, this sulfur is bonded with the central metal atom here. Okay, and here nitrogen is bonded with the central metal atom here. This is thiocyanito and this is isothiocyanito, or thiocyanito S, or this is S thiocyanito, this is N thiocyanito here. Okay, so these are ambidentate ligand. If ambidentate ligand is present in the coordination compounds, means it is linkage isomerism. Okay. So next one we have here, the third one, solvate isomerism or hydrate isomerism. So what is this solvate and hydrate isomerism? Coordination compounds having the same molecular formula but differ in having different number of water molecules acting as ligands and water of hydration. Okay, means here the two coordination compounds they are having the same molecular formula but differ in giving different number of water molecule, but differ in having different number of water molecules. different number of water molecules acting as ligand and water of hydration. So here in this case, this CrCl3 6H2O, this compound, it exists as 3 hydrate ions here. Okay, how it is means here, it will show 3 types of isomers. 3 isomers are there for this one, hydrate isomers. In this case, water molecule, it will act as a ligand also and as a water of hydration. Means here in the coordination complex here, the water 6 water molecules are there. Outside 3 Cl are there. One also not there outside water molecule here. So all the 6 water molecule, they will act as ligand here. In next case, one water molecule, it is replaced by Cl here. So one water molecule, it will go outside the bracket here. So which is outside the bracket, it is gives a hydration of water molecule here. This water molecule will go outside the bracket. So that means here hydration it is. This is called hydration of water molecule here. One molecule has gone outside here. Okay. In another case here, the 2 water molecules, it is replaced by 2 Cl here and 2 water molecule are outside here. So we are getting, so in this case, this water molecule, it will act as ligand also and it will act as a water of hydration also. Okay, here also this water molecule will act as a ligand also and water of hydration also. Okay, here, so 2 hydrated molecule we have here, 1 hydrated molecule, this is anhydrous, no water molecule here, so it will act as a ligand also. So this type of ligand, this type of isomerism is called solvent isomerism or hydrate isomerism. Hydrate isomerism means here they will give water molecules. What they will give? Water molecules. If water molecules are outside the bracket, okay, so that means here they are hydrated water molecules. So such type of isomerism is called hydrate isomerism. So this compound CrCl3 6H2O, it has exists as 3 hydrate ions it will give here, 1, 2 and 3. See here color is different here, here violet color, here blue green color and this green only. That means all the 3 compounds, they will have different physical and chemical properties because of the this arrangement of water molecule. Water molecules arrangement is different here. So what it is isomers. So the last one is coordination isomerism. Okay, so coordination isomerism, it takes place if a coordination compound has cation and anion, both are complex ion. In the coordination compounds, if 2 coordination compounds, okay, they have cation and anion, both are if complex ion, in such cases the ligands, the isomerism is caused by the interchange of ligands between the cationic and anionic coordination pairs. So here in this case, they will interchange the ligands. They will interchange the what? Ligands. If coordination compounds are having the cation and anion both are complex, then in such cases the ligands are interchanges by these 2 coordination pairs, cationic pairs and anionic pairs. They will exchange, they will interchange the ligands here. What is this one? Hexaamine cobalt, and what is this one? Hexacyanochromate. Okay, hexacyanochromate. This is positive cation it is, this is what? Negative it is. This is cation and anion. Now what the second case is here? This is hexaamine chromium and this is hexacyanocobalt. In first case, the amine ligands, they are bonded with the cobalt, and here this cyano group, this they are attached to the chromium. In the second case, see here, this amine, it has attached with this chromium plus 3 here. Okay, amine is bonded with chromium and the cyano is bonded with cobalt. Interchange here. Cobalt, this amine has bonded with this chromium. Okay, and this cyano group, it has bonded with what here? Cobalt here. So interchange of ligand. Interchange of ligand if is there means it is coordination isomerism. So remember in mind, coordination isomerism means both they should have cation and anion, both they should have complex ion. So here the interchange of ligands takes place. Such type of isomers are called coordination isomers, and the whole phenomena is called coordination isomerisms. So these are the four types of isomerism. The first is ionization isomerism. So here they will give the different test for different ions. Okay, ionization isomerism, by name itself we can identify it is ionization isomerism means they give different ions on hydration in water, that is ionization isomerism. Second is linkage isomerism. Linkage isomerism so means it takes place if ambidentate ligand is present in the coordination compounds. So the ligands are bonded with the center metal atom, okay, ambident, either two are their atoms, so they can bonded with any one atoms. If ambidentate ligand is present, then linkage isomerism it is. Third one we have seen the hydrate isomerism. If we have in coordination compounds water molecule inside and outside, then it is hydration isomerism or solvent isomerism. Coordination isomerism means both cation and anion they should be what here complex ion. The cation also should be complex, anion also should be complex. In such cases the coordination isomerism takes place. And now we will solve some problems based on this isomerism. Let's see here the first question. Which of the following compounds would exhibit coordination isomerism? So for coordination isomerism we need the cation and anion should be compulsory complex ion. So first one it is not, okay, because it is one complex ion, one simple anion, okay. Second one we have here, this is chromium, this is also cation, this is anion, both are complex here. So second one is the correct answer. The third one we have what, one complex cation, one simple anion here. In D here all you will get confused. Here also this is one cation, one anion here. But this is not a coordination isomerism. Why? Because isomerism's definition is what here? Same molecular formula but different structures here. So here they don't have the same molecular formula. This is coordination cation and anion only, but they are not having the same molecular formula. Here see here nickel, this is hexaamine nickel it is, but it is what tetrafluoridoborate it is. Okay, so this is different here. They should have the same. Here 4 we have, here 6 we have, here 6. This is octahedral it is here. It is what, tetra. Here 4 ligands, here 6 ligands here we have here. So these are the molecular formula is not same. So this is not the answer. The correct answer is B answer here. Okay. Second one is what kind of isomerism exists between CrH2O6 hexa aqua chloride and it is violet in color, and it is penta aqua chromium chloride, okay, hydrate, grayish green color it is. So what kind of isomerism exists here? See here water molecule, if you see here we have 6 water molecule inside, and here we have 5 water molecule inside and 1 water molecule outside here. So this is what solvate or hydrate isomerism. Whenever we have water molecule outside and inside the bracket, that is our hydrate isomerism, okay, or it is also what called solvate. So options given here: linkage, solvate, ionization and coordination. The correct option is B option, solvate isomerism, okay. So first one it is coordination isomerism. You have to see the cation and anion both should be complex ion here, and see that they should have same molecular formula. That also keep in mind here. Don't get confused here. You have to check that whether they have same molecular formula or not. Then only you have to just by seeing cation and anion don't write. Okay. Next question is palladium complexes of the type, okay, C6H5 taken twice, SCN taken twice, this palladium, and another compound is this is C6H5 taken twice, NCH twice R. These compounds are which type of isomerism? They will show linkage, coordination, ionization or geometrical. If you see the two compounds here, okay, ligand see here. Here we have diphenyl, okay, this is phenyl group here, this is C6H5 here, and this is also, and this is what thiocyanoto SCN, and here we have NCS. The ambident ligand is present in the coordination compounds, then it is linkage isomerism. What it will be? Linkage isomerism. So the first option is the correct option here. Next, second question, the compounds, this pentamine sulfato cobalt Br bromide, and it is pentamine bromido cobalt sulfate. These compounds represents which type of isomerism? Linkage isomerism, ionization, coordination or no isomerism. If you see here, here we have SO4, here we have Br, here we have Br, and here we have SO4. Different ions they will give here. Bromide means here pale yellow PPT will come here. For SO4, white PPT will come here. So different ions we have here. Here Br minus we have here, SO4 we have here. So exchange of ions are there here. So that is which type it is? Ionization isomerism. The option B is the correct option here. So this is all about the structural isomerisms. Okay. In next video we are going to see about the geometrical isomerism. Thank you so much for watching.